Alright, hello everybody. Going to be doing another draft here. Be quick. Get this out. Cool. Okay, I probably should have checked this previously. I think I have... Oh, nope. Okay, one moment. Let's sell to one of these stupid bots. Yeah, we'll get to show off the really interesting trading interface here. I use the word interesting loosely. Hopefully nobody's jumped in at this point. That would be a little... Oh god, I'd feel terrible. Okay. Now we've got things set. That's alright, gives things time to start up. So we will be jumping into the 8-4 as usual. Going to be doing another Gatecrash draft today. Shouldn't be too long now. The end of the month, the newest set will be coming out. Dragon's Maze. Fun name. That'll be coming out at the end of the month, and Magic Online usually has those sorts of things hit week or two. Well, they've been getting closer and closer to on. It used to be about a month and a half delay between a set coming out in real life and a set coming out on Magic Online. It was interesting. But yeah, might be a little bit before we get things started here. Kind of slow to start. Yeah, when that comes out, switch over to that and try out Dragon's Maze draft. That'll actually, it won't be triple of Dragon's Maze. It'll be one Dragon's Maze pack, one Gatecrash pack, and one Return to Ravnica pack, which will make things a little different. In Gatecrash and Return to Rav, you only have 5 real decks that you can go for. Well, real enough decks that you can go for. The guilds of the set. We did attempt a Rakdos deck a couple drafts back. Not so hot. You lose a lot of the gold card power there. Though I feel that's not... that might just be confirmation bias, but I feel it's not as huge in this format as it was with, say, Return to Rav, where a lot of your gold... You couldn't just give up your gold cards because they just gave you either flat better creatures or the removal spells of the format. Centaur Healer and Augur Spree being the two that come to mind at common. So this format, you have like top-end bombs that are monocolor. So, anyway, starting on up here in just a second. And we will see where this takes us. Okay. So looking in this pack, we have, I guess, fewer options than I'd expect out of an opening pack. if we're looking at options that aren't Simic, so not these three here, it would be like Executioner, Swing, and Basilica Guards, and I don't feel like those are first pick cards. They are good, definitely good, but not something I'd pick up early. I feel Gyre Sage is the strongest mono green card in the pack, though. We'll go ahead and grab that. It's slightly stronger than the Slaughterhorn, I personally feel. Slaughterhorn's really great, being a Blood Rush creature, but yeah. Gyre Sage gets very large very quickly. Alright, moving along here. Oh, man. So we see a lot of Orzhov and a very large Dimir rare in this pack. We have Viscopa Confessor, a pair of black extort creatures, Basilica Guards, Guardian of the Gateless. This is kind of a signal to me that if I don't end up going Orzhov very quickly here, the players on my left will be picking up those colors. We can use that to our advantage, though. With Gyre Sage, we're either in Grill or Simic, and either of those doesn't touch Orzhov colors. That does bring us to Shamble Shark or Consuming Aberration. Consuming Aberration is very huge, but I'm a little biased towards playing Simic, so I'm actually going to go with Shamble Shark. I like it a lot. We'll see where it leads us. In this pack, we have a great rare, very fun rare. It's not like great and limited, actually. If we can find 3 more of this rare, it would be kind of nice. You win if you control 4 of them. We have Shamble Shark again, and that's Approach. And honestly, there's not many other cards I'd really consider in here. I think I'm just going to pick up another Shamble Shark and move on. Hi, Kaz. You get to... Oh, did you just jump in right as I passed a Consuming Aberration? Oh, I'm with you. I remember at the pre-release Consuming Aberration doing a lot of really stupid things. I'm mostly just interested in trying to do Simic here. Also, black in that pack was very... I don't know. That's probably just justification after the fact. We'll just roll with it. This isn't looking that good here, though, for choices. Gift of Orzhova is a really, really strong card. It won't be fitting in what we've got. Looking at things we can play, Leyline Phantom is a lot better than it looks, especially for our 3 evolved creatures. And if we wanted to, if we were going this direction, we'd have a lot of Blood Rush creatures, but I feel the Leyline Phantom's the best. Again, a lot more extort cards. There's a lot of players on the right that aren't specifically in Orzhov. I feel like the best choice here might just be the Guildgate. I'm not... I like Adaptive Snapjaw, but I think every time I've cast him, he's gotten mugged and left dead on the street. Okay, this is a lot better of a pack for us. Oh. 2 major cards for us being Urban Evolution and Sylvan Primordial. I know... Sylvan Primordial Elite 6 reach. I feel like we can actually get there with Gyre Sage. Urban Evolution is really strong as well, but we'll go with a 7-drop. Move along. Not a ton of options in this pack, but we do have a really good pseudo removal spell. And it's also a great, I love the card, great art. This guy. Not much left going on here. I think I'll pick up the Guild Gate in case of a mind grind. That could possibly happen. Yeah. So I feel with all the Orzhov we were passing in Pack 1, Pack 2 is going to be a lot kinder and going to be the place we need to get moving. Ah, combo. I don't care about either of these. Take the key rune. At least if we find a copy of Way of the Thief late, that'll make that. These gates will make that a little stronger. That card's completely reasonable. Hand off complete unblockability to something like a Shamble Shark, as it's at like 5 power. Chat not working, except in the... Okay. Weird, I was seeing that yesterday too, where the chat just wouldn't load unless you went to the old one. Yeah, sure. Hey there.
All right, I'm here.
I'm okay.
Hooray!
All right.
I mean, I recognize that you're going to be a little ahead of me, so just make picks.
All
And
right. Can you see? I guess
I'll
the
talk.
the pack we have open that we've opened for pick 2 here.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. This is pretty
It's looking kind of
straightforward.
thin, frankly. Oh, actually, no. There's a guy.
There's Frilled Oculus and Biomass Mutation. I've
Oh, I was looking at the
Are you in?
Green Man. What's his name?
Oh,
Denizen.
Ivy Lane Denizen.
Ivy Lane Denizen.
Yeah,
He's nutty.
he is. I'm thinking I might just want to go with the rare though. I've played like every time I've got to cast Biomass Mutation, it's done silly things.
Oh, Blue Green Overrun.
Yeah,
That's reasonable.
yeah. And the other two, the Oculus and the Ivy Lane Denizen, are both really good for the deck, and they'll show up later. I feel like this is the pack we'll be seeing a lot of cards for the deck, honestly.
I think your signals went through. We're signalers.
Hopefully we're
That's
signaling.
excellent.
Look, we're signalers. Look, I mean, there were a lot of Orzhov
Oh,
cards.
there's your Frilled Oculus.
And
I'm seeing
Slaughterhorn.
Frilled Oculus and Briarhorn.
Yeah. Well, I wish it was Briarhorn.
Oh, what's it? Slaughterhorn.
Slaughterhorn.
Briarhorn was so nutty. Oh my god.
Briarhorn was
He's
insane.
sort of.
They printed like the worst card of Briarhorn like 3 times. Let me take a look at what we've got for... Oh, man. Not a lot going on for early creatures. I'm happy with either the Oculus or the Slaughterhorn.
Yeah, what's your curve look? Well, you have the Shamble Sharks.
Shamble Sharks.
That's decent.
And Slaughterhorn will... Both of them will...
Oh, then you're a huge blank.
I'm gonna go
Well,
with,
if you want creatures.
yeah, I'm going to go with the Oculus on it. Oculus is my favorite 2-drop, even over Shamble Shark, just because it gets so big. All right, what do we got in the second one here? Or third one here?
Well, we have a
We
Sprite,
have a Sprite.
and um,
Uh-huh. On the
yeah,
on the plus side, yeah, on the plus side, Shamble Shark gets evolved from that. So
that's true.
we're like sitting on two drops. A lot of two
That's true.
drops.
Plus, evasion. Why
Right.
not? And 2 drops are good, and the ones that you have are reasonable. There is nothing else in that. I mean, there was totally lost in
No,
that.
there's nothing else.
You know,
If I wanted another totally lost this early, I don't know. This one feels pretty straightforward to me on this new next one. I'm feeling the Mind Eye Drake as far as creatures go. I like him better than the adaptive Snapjaw.
yeah. I mean, it might be the time to take him. I'm kind of sad that there's no like 3 and 4 drops for
Yeah,
you. They're really like what 4 drop can this like Ivy Lane Denizen is the 4 drop that you want?
it is. It absolutely is. Hopefully we end up seeing some of them, something.
Oh, you know what we want to see is the 3/1 Flying Trample Drake,
Crasises would be great for this
the
one.
Krasis.
Uh, wow, maybe the signalers didn't work so well. I don't know.
Mm.
But
Well,
Burning
the
Tree
one,
Emissary is also a 2/2 for green green. It's still a
yeah,
bear.
yeah. Burning Tree Emissary is reasonable. The 1/1 1/1 can be fine. The combat
Trick.
Shuntappy trick thing
The
that can work.
This one, the Burst of Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any of those are reasonable picks. I could even make a case for Bio Island.
Make a do the flyer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab more 2 drops. We're just gonna be on the 2-drop plan.
Awesome. Wait, does that even like go into any that we have?
Oh, our plan is see, it's a plan in that we have Shamble Sharks as 2 drops, and then every other 2-drop that isn't Shamble Shark evolves them.
Yeah, and then we splash for mugging.
Yeah, I honestly that's the only. I'm not gonna sadly gonna pass you. That's not a card I
Oh,
want
yeah.
limited.
Poor Boba Rigmos.
Yeah, I can splash for
Jeez.
mugging off of the Burning Tree Emissary. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah,
It's just
there you go.
there.
That is a totally reasonable thing to do with Burning Tree Emissary. The only other competition in this pack is the 2/1.
Yeah, the transport. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go with the transport just to stay on 2-color here. I feel a lot better on 2-color rather than.
Oh, I mean, you don't have any removal right now. You need like a pit fight.
It'll show up. I'm feeling it.
Oh man, and there's the key rune to support the splat. Oh, the Krasis.
Oh, the Krasis.
I
There's the
kept
key rune we can. Oh no, hold on.
I went from left to right, and I kept like, oh wow, key rune. Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's the Krasis. He should have been in the last pack.
Yeah,
Man.
would have been a lot easier. Wow, that is a late guild mage. Oh man, if only I would have picked the consuming aberration.
Hands of Binding.
Hands of Binding.
Good.
Yeah, Hands of Binding is like actually sort of removal.
Yeah, that's almost removal. And you have the Sprite, so that's a thing. You have the Krasis. You have a Drake. Yeah. No, Hands of Binding is good. That's my favorite Cypher spell.
It's honestly, it's like the only Cypher spell I see cast. I mean, Midnight Recovery.
Wow, people play that?
I've seen it played in limited. Like, if you're playing Orzhov and you just have like either a bat or a Kingpin's pet or something that is a flyer and you just get to pick up 2 more spells to start extorting.
Yeah, no kidding. So Zertos Wine, Gargoyle, or Defenders?
Defenders. Let's go. Oh god, Defenders are so bad. Let's go Defenders. It's too late. Oh no, there's our red splash. We got more gates.
You're not a man who needs more gates.
Well, what else am I picking out of this one?
I don't know.
Skeleton
I mean,
Man?
if you were like, I only later figured out that I love the Skeleton Man. I would take him.
I like
that.
him a lot.
But I only figured out later that the purpose of the instant Raise Dead in green was for Blood Rush.
Yep.
So you could surprise,
Hey.
I cast this and I get my Blood Rusher back again. Or I do it twice in one turn thanks to this card.
Yeah, I'll Blood Rush my Zertos line, and then I'll pick him up and do it again, and take 1,000 damage. And
Now hold on, the draw card Cipher spell is
yeah,
also
yeah,
perfect.
I'm gonna pick this one out of here because none of these other are.
Yeah, it's in competition with nothing.
Yeah,
I've
and
seen
then
people use the spotlight, but not like
the
winning.
Spotlight in Limited. Honestly, the only thing on it is it's a falter.
Yeah,
Like it just
yeah.
says unblockable. I don't care about any of these. Sure, we are at the point where none of these cards are doing much. Well, the thing with Last Thoughts is that if you actually get the full benefit out of it with like if you play it and then get hit with the guy, draw two, plus keeping Curiosity out there isn't terrible.
I mean, I'm not trying to justify Last Thoughts as a card you really want to play or anything, but
I was more talking to Gnome Bitten in the chat there.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, it could be. We'll see where this leads.
Ooh,
Oh.
man.
Ah,
We got
man.
Guild Gauge,
Guild
Guild
Gauge.
Mage.
Yeah, I think the Guild Mage
Shield Shark.
is just the pick here.
Yeah,
If I was more black, Slumlord is a really, really
yeah.
silly card, but
Slumlord is great. Devour Flesh is fine. White removal spell Angel Thing
Angel
is
Thing is
usable.
Ember Beast is
Um,
all right. I
yeah.
mean, I've had the awkward game where he's the only guy, but
Hey, and you might possibly get like a second sprite on the wheel.
yeah, one, two, three,
Maybe.
four. Ember
Okay,
Beast,
maybe
Edict.
not.
There's enough playable cards in here where one of them could come back. Most likely, we're gonna see like Sky Games on the wheel.
Yeah, for that Sky. Oh man,
Yeah,
we're getting nothing from that pack. Wait, is that the rare land?
that is a Watery Grave, black blue.
Huh. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, pit fight.
Pit Fight is
Oh
the
man.
yeah. Pit Fight is the one that's what we need.
Yeah, that's the removal spell that you can use.
Yeah.
So we want that. I hate
I,
making you pass a watery grave. I
uh,
don't think I would do the same thing. I don't care how badly I do.
I'm fine with it. I mostly just draft off of leavings from other drafts. So okay. I don't think we want more 7 drops. I think one 7 drop is probably enough.
How about Rogue
Yeah, I would
Rogue?
say Rogue just is unblockable
Yeah,
with
pretty much.
yeah. Okay, there's one creature that blocks him well. The Balustrade Spy. Yeah, we need some 3 drops anyway. Ugh,
Yeah.
this is almost a blank.
Splash for
Cinderella
Cinderella?
Elemental, yeah. Splash the Fireball.
Oh, so that's 1,000 lashes.
I know.
Oh man.
We are. Wait, okay, that's coming from. Okay, so the players on our left who are in Orzhov after earlier are going to very much enjoy that late pick.
Good God. That's disgusting.
Well, I think it's just the Cinder Elemental because
Yeah,
that's the one that
I can't even support the sideboard naturalize at this step. That's
I. Yeah.
heart-wrenching.
Okay. Well. Okay. What? I guess all of our cards are in this pack.
Damn it.
Every one of our
Oh
cards
my
is
God.
in this pack.
That
Every single one of them. There are.
Oh, that's rough. Okay, who do we actually want?
Yeah. What's the? Okay. I feel like, to be honest, we're good on early drops. Frilled Oculus isn't.
Okay, how about the Evolver Man?
The which one? Mage?
Pass Evolvo. Yeah, I mean he'd be pretty good, huh?
How many creatures do we have that have? I'm trying to see if we could make use of the miming slime on there. I find this guy one really interesting. Yeah.
I guess that's a
Oh
3-drop.
god. Oh, I should pay more attention to time. I was just kind of flipping through cards. I guess I have a 4-drop.
Well, it is a
That's
creature.
fine. The one I think I would have. I honestly think the Miming Slime would have been the most interesting in here. Because it'll always evolve a Shamble Shark. And with, like, Dracowing Krasis, it gets pretty large. This one, I think we can grab, like, Gridlock as a Falter type effect again. That's about all that... I guess Agoraphobia is a removal spell of sorts.
Hmm.
Yeah. I do like
There was
having...
someone I was talking to who really liked agoraphobia. I think it's because they liked casting spells again and again. Which is, I mean, that makes sense when you are the man with the consuming aberration, but
Right.
other circumstances. Oh
Um,
man, it's the bio shift you always wanted.
I'm more interested in the Fight Club Man. I think we can splash for the Fight Club Man. The Rage Beast.
Oh,
When he comes into play, when any creature comes into play under your control, including him, that creature fights another creature. I don't know if we'd actually
well,
play him, but honestly,
7-drop number 2.
yeah, he's better than every other real option in here. So,
Well, I think I would pick the Zertos wine over him if it were that.
ah,
But yeah, excitement. This will be
exciting.
thrilling.
Yeah,
That was also a really late Boros charm, by the way.
yeah,
This is
that
a late
was.
Boros
It's a
elite as well.
That's a really late board. I honestly,
You, sir, are in the wrong colors.
I think
Both
so.
of them.
That's fine. This will work out. This is just something that occurs in drafts.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes
that's no doubt.
you choose the wrong horse. I'm just gonna grab the Boros Elite because there's no other.
Some of these packs have made me think that the entire world is crazy because there's like the Orzhov pack, the
The
Simic
Simic
pack, and
pack.
this is clearly the Boros pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
now we
this is the
got
come
our
around.
opening pack back.
Okay, I think at this point I'm finally going to take an Adaptive Snapshot. I don't feel like a second copy of Gridlock does too much for us and every other
Did you
choice.
pick the first copy of Gridlock?
That is up
Yes,
to
you
you.
did. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
No, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Oh.
You'll just out creature everybody.
I think that's pretty much it. If I play enough 2-drops, also if I can lead with like Gyre Sage and just immediately play like Sylvan Primordial on turn 5.
You know what your deck does not have?
Hmm.
Ivy Lane Denizen.
I know.
That.
There's none of it. Hey, we got our super late Way of the Thief, though, to work with our 4 gates. That's at least
Yeah. Okay.
playable outside of the rest of the cards.
I dig it. Gives toughness.
Hmm.
Looks hella good on a Metropolis sprite.
Yeah. Gets like, hey, Rust Scarab made the table. I'm happy with that one.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, Rust Scarab on the
That
table.
probably shouldn't have happened. Oh, this deck looks awkward.
Yeah, we just have this hole where there needs to be at least 3 more Dracewing Krasis.
That is definitely what this needs. It's like,
That's what it's missing, is just more of them.
no, I'm starting to cotton to the idea of a miming slime in this deck at this point.
Alright, so let's go ahead
But
and...
the build is pretty obvious.
Yeah,
At
this is
least
just take
two
all
of
the
them.
cards that look playable and then move from that point. Hands of Binding.
I guess the question is, what gates did you actually get to be able to
Okay, we have
splash for things?
we have 2 Simic gates, a Gruul gate, and a Dimir gate. So all the gates that could possibly help us on the splash.
Okay. I don't think we want all that.
No, we're playing the 2 Simic gates though.
Okay.
Those are fine. We don't even have any 1-drops for them to interfere with.
Fair enough. Do you want the big red guy? Fight Club? Fight
We are,
Beast?
yeah, we got right now I'm checking. We have 20. There are 21 real cards in the deck at this point.
Hmm.
So Yeah, we're gonna need a pair of other cards off it. I think the Rage Beast might be one of them. It could be like Rage Beast and Cinder Elemental, and then actually have a mountain as well.
Cinder Elemental could be like us pretending that we have removal.
Yeah, that's close to what it.
Wait, did you already put both gridlocks in? You only have one
I only have
gridlock.
one
What am
gridlock.
I thinking of? I am quite crazy. Uh, what about equipment?
Oh, we have a riot gear.
Riot gear. Yes.
Yeah,
Holy strength, which is in every way worse than trusty machete, which was
we have.
unholy
Hey,
strength.
I mean, holy strength with Metropolis Sprite.
There we go.
That's
That's thinking positive. Yo, little lady, pick up the riot gear.
you you've been
Here's a shield.
conscripted,
You're going in there.
part of the team.
I like how that ability used to be Flowstone, and it made sense,
And now it's
and
in
then
blue.
it became a blue thing, and they never bothered to explain it.
Yeah.
No, it Water man can turn into flip. No, it's just a sprite. Look, she's got an ability. She's
Look,
slick on the streets.
that's how it works. Look, I've never heard of Flowstone. What's that do? No, that was always a blue ability, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They've erased your mind.
Uh,
Oh lord. Wait, is
Flowstone.
that a skull crack?
Yes.
Yeah, players can't gain life. That is a skull crack.
I picked that up late just
Ah.
for picking up a skull crack.
Well, yeah, because no one was picking the late-ass Boros charm
Yeah.
either, and that's like the better version of that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and play the Rage Beast and add the Guild Gate. I don't know.
Other alternative, armored
Oh,
transport.
that's that fits our 3-drop missing spot a lot better.
Yeah.
And as far as like sideboard stuff, we get a
Yeah, you have a naturalize at least.
yeah, and a naturalize and a hydro form. That's not really
I can't hear that card without hearing
Hydro
Form!
Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Every time I see it, I think Hydro
I,
Thunder. Like
I
every
think
time.
Hydro Storm from
Oh, okay.
Symphony of the Night. That's what it's in my head. Maybe it's a combination of both. That's what's happening. That
Hydro
is the
Storm.
power to turn your land into a floppy flying man
Hydro
at the
Storm.
most useless
Oh
possible
god,
time.
that was pretty much how I got through Richter mode on that game. With
Yeah, I
stick.
did not Hadokens. What do you Shoryuken a lot.
Okay, yeah, that was my positioning was like
Mm.
shoryukening and flipping around, but like anytime
Yeah,
it's
no
like I
doubt.
need to clear a room, Hydro Storm. Okay.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
What does Sylvan Primordial actually do?
It is a 6/8 reach. When it comes into play, it destroys a non-creature permanent, and we get a forest. What it's doing is it is a large man.
So that's our main board naturalize.
Yes.
Okay.
That is our main board naturalized that we also just have a large creature, I guess, at the
Yeah.
end of the game. Though we already have that solved pretty well. I mean, I just don't feel like we have an actual better option. Millennium Gargoyle, I'm not a 2/2 flyer for 4 is just slightly under what I want to play.
Man, this is such a guileless deck. There's very little nuance to any of this.
That's true. It's the I guess the play is choosing the order to play evolve creatures. Yay.
Yeah, that. I guess I should be thankful. I mean, if this were Rise of the Eldrazi, like half of those creatures would have level up, and my eyes would start rolling back in my head.
One under.
No, Green Primordial is most def an
No,
EDH dude.
it targets
That's not-
each opponent.
Yeah.
And you get a forest for each card. It I know in our area, pretty much every player that had a Terrastodon in their deck just straight replaced it with Sylvan Primordial and called it a day.
Man, sucks to be Terrastodon. He got
Yeah.
a long role as the big man.
Yeah.
And he used to be the wah you didn't get a Jace rare, but then he had this second life as a valuable.
Yeah, he was a large, like he's a 9/9. He even saw play in legacy lists for a while, or maybe not legacy. I think it was the modern Hypergenesis deck. Like that would, as one of its
Oh
Hypergenesis
yeah.
targets, it would just play out a Terracodon, blow up its own permanents, and just have 18 power, and just be like, well, what you're doing probably isn't better than that. Which is usually true.
Man,
But then I think Grizzlebrand. Yeah,
how long was Hypergenesis allowed in Modern?
Actually, I think that might have been. Was that just banned flat out the front? Maybe I'm thinking of Legacy.
I think you must
I
be
might be
because I
thinking
thought
of
that
Legacy. That
I thought that Hypergenesis was like never there.
now don't I feel like a
But,
fool? I am giving just flat incorrect information. Oh man, this is
oh my God, a game?
okay.
What?
A game.
Ah, I didn't see you add land.
Oh, I added land.
I believe you. Oh man, all
What
those
is
two
this?
dropped in our deck, and we
What
get
is
Riot
this?
here.
This is really bad. I
How ballsy are you? Is this? That's what this is
pretty
saying.
much. I guess the better question is, what's the coin flip on our opponent being like Boros or Grohl and just killing me on 4
There is
because I
no
didn't cast
Boros player. There can't be. Could be a Gruul player. I think you're up against another Simic deck, and they're going to have more two drops than
Yeah,
you.
I
So
I think I just need to mulligan, which that
God, I hate to do that to a four lander, but
doing it. Oh god, now we've turned into the 5-lander. um,
well, that's a better 5-drop creature than you were looking
I'm just
for.
gonna roll with it at this point.
Yeah.
I've the last couple drafts I've done, I know Gnome Bitten's been around for them. We've had the run of having to mull to 6 in most of the games.
Oh man.
Oh no, a mountain.
Like neither of those was good.
Yeah, maybe draw a 2-drop. That would be that would be what I would like to see. Who
Ooh.
knows? Maybe he'll just have the slow deck and we'll just get to play our top end and win.
Maybe we'll draw 6 more lands. What? A Boros
A
player?
Boros player.
This is impossible. What were you picking, sir? What was better than Boros Elite in that pack?
Hey,
That the Boros Elite.
don't
came
worry,
from?
we're drawing into our curve.
Yes, totally on curve.
Now we don't look like a fool.
Yeah, this is this was the plan the whole time. Don't you know it? Man, I miss the days when like a 1-mana 1/1 was all right. You could roll with those.
Did you ever get the chance to play Standard against Gataxian Probe?
I never did.
Okay, playing
Yeah.
against Gataxian Probe is the just worst feeling because you'll keep a hand like this one just here, like the 5-land Rust Scare, but then they'll Gataxian Probe you on 1, and you're just like, oh no, he knows everything I
Oh
have is
man,
awful.
yeah, no kidding. They just pull pants right down.
Yeah. Because right now we don't look dreadful, but he doesn't
You know,
know
I,
that.
I feel the same way in Legacy anytime anyone, including me, casts Cabal Therapy.
Just like, and all is made clear, we know everything.
I like how you drew the Primordial and do not have enough forests to cast him at current.
We are going to lose our Krasis here as well. Sky Knight Legionnaire gives him 3 attackers, so Bomber Core's online.
Ouch.
He even got to extort off it. However, we get to play Rust Scarab on the next turn, so that's just going to stop his ground attack. And who knows? I mean, if we're going to keep drawing lands, hopefully one of them has to tap for green, right?
I hate to say this, but that first hand had Riot Gear, and that could have saved our Krasis.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh wow, Pit Fight is a great pickup.
Yeah, we have the largest creature. Oh, okay, the second largest creature. We're holding the largest creature. This certainly is a Simic Evolve deck that's based on 2 drops, from what I've seen.
No kidding. Where is any of them?
I don't know.
But yeah, you can.
Oh, this isn't good. He's attacking.
Ooh, maybe you just wanted the damage. That
I'm.
can't be right.
He's holding a Martial Glory. If I had to guess the trick, that would be the
Yeah.
trick. Because that would both let his guy live in combat and trade. I'm just going to let him take the hit, and then I'll have the Pit Fight to just completely stop that next turn. Or he could have nothing, and that was a very ballsy swing, but with 4 cards in hand, I don't think he had nothing. Honestly, I'm not feeling that good about this.
Game
About
is
this
looking
one.
pretty dire.
Yeah.
Oh, Court Street Denizen.
Yeah. Like, let me
Ugh.
Pit Fight that down if he did not extort on that. Oh, man. Sunhome Guildmage.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's why he didn't extort.
Yeah. I'm really... I don't think we have an actual out to this game at this point.
Well, let's see. He can create a token that will tap your guy down.
He also
And
can just swing with his team and deal...
yeah.
because he can +1/+0 his team. I'm going to let him take his turn, and if he decides to give us any additional information on his deck, I will be happy about that. I will accept this outcome. I don't have any other choices, so
7. Well, I mean, if you had killed his guild mage with the pit fight before his turn, that would at least force him to show us something else, like another white creature.
right. I think actually I can still I can pit fight his Court Street denizen here, and then he he doesn't
Yeah,
have enough damage to kill me.
okay, no, that's good. And oh surprise, my blue-green deck has a pit fight.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of information that we're trading off here.
Also, hopefully, if we're lucky, I draw a forest. God, that sounds terrible. I don't even know if I actually show him the Sylvan Primordial, because I'm probably just dead next turn.
Yeah, what we need is like pyroclasm.
Wouldn't that be? That would be great. Did they print those in blue? They gotta print those in blue.
I mean, blue gets every mechanic, so there's got to be a blue pyroclasm.
Washout. Well, that's not a power. Aetherize. That's the card we want. Yeah. This
Oh
dungeon's
my
got it. This dungeon's got it.
There we go.
Oh, okay. So he figured out that he's got damage on me. And I'm forced to block... Oh, God. Right, because I pit fought, so my Rust Scarab has 3 damage on it. I'll just go ahead and take down the Bomber Core. That'll leave me with Rust Scarab to block. That is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, next game.
Yeah, we drew the
Wow.
island. Okay, well,
Is that every island in your deck?
there's one more.
Oh, okay.
There was one more, and then there's 2 Simic Guild Gates. And
Oh man.
So.
Okay, so who do we have who dies to Bomber Core?
I think it is actually Drakewing Krasis and Shamble Sharks unevolved.
Well, Shamble Sharks aren't going to actually die to Bomber Core.
Right, if he controls that many. Honestly, maybe...
So what we're saying is everything went wrong.
Yes. See, now this hand here is much more reasonable, though again, the mana is just doing some weird things. But I think we can power through it. This is a lot better.
I would be so happy if one of those forests was an island.
Yep. So who knows? Oh no. It's happening again. It keeps happening.
This is the best deck. I hope you know that.
I'm aware. Just draw the...
He's also treating you very well. Wait, how does he not have a 2-drop? Everything is wrong.
I don't understand anything right now.
Beat down with Squire. Yes. Wait, that was your first pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, Squire? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Because it ends up, like, in this specific... Even in, like, in either the Simic or the Gruul deck, it ends up being quite powerful if, can play other creatures. Because it evolves on most drops. However, not in this one. In this one, we just get to swing with the Squire.
Man.
I might just have to do another draft after this. This one's going to end very quickly and very poorly.
Okay, that's a deal-withable guy.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
He also doesn't have the battalion on right now, so... Oh, the way of the... Okay, I think I see a plan forming in my head.
Is that playing Way of the Thief on an adaptive snapshot?
I think you've solved it.
Oh my god, and then you can turn it into whatever it will become with the big ol' X spell.
Right.
And kill him in like one hit.
Right, and I'll even be able to power the X spell with Gyre Sage if I'm lucky.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean...
Oh man, do you want to trade your Gyre Sage for his Commando at this point?
I'd like to.
I mean, he would never block. He would never make that block.
Well, I'd rather hold it here and not take 6 in case he does. I don't think he has another base creature, but he won't want to make that trade either, so he's not going to...
That's a fine point.
Of course, maybe he's got... Oh, Night Watch. Those are creatures, though Gyre Sage just kind of eats them, so that's alright. I guess the main problem with Way of the Thief right now is it doesn't actually make Adaptive Snapdraw unblockable.
That's kind of a fine point, too.
But now it does.
Let's see. That's him dead in 3 hits. Possibly 2 if the... Does Biomass Mutation actually pump this guy, though?
Right, because he's on 6 power, and he'll get +2/+2, and then... Okay, I'm trying to math out if the Biomass Mutation pumps him. I think it just brings him to a 6/6.
Well, let's see. He can't block the Rogue either.
I don't have the Rogue as a choice on this turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Guildgate came in tapped.
I'm trying to find a way to make your opponent have 2 less life right now.
Oh, I know that. I think I've got that one solved. If I swing with the Gyre... So if I swing with the Gyre Sage, he's just going to block with 2 Knights. Like, I saved myself 3 life by not swinging last turn, but on the same stance, I needed that damn... from Gyre Sage.
Well, yeah, that was before you drew Way of the Thief,
Right,
so don't
right.
like beat yourself up over it. Do we have any haste creatures or pump spells? I want to give him as
We do
little
have
time as possible to get
we do
out
have
of
a
this.
possible pump spell we could draw. That 2/4 that got snuck in there.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the Blood Rusher. No kidding.
All right, you know
Okay,
what?
do it.
We're just gonna
Bam.
yeah we're just going for it. No
So
guts, no glory.
we're guts and glory, my friend. We're going to teach this adaptive Snapjaw how to be a thief.
All right, it knows how to be a thief. We also could draw like a 5 toughness creature or something like that and evolve it.
That's
That's
that
not enough. That's
same.
one less.
That's the same Blood Rusher. Let's see.
Well, the Blood
Oh,
Rusher
no,
just
no, no. He's 4. Right,
adds
right. Because
4.
this guy now, thanks to Way of the Thief, will never ever evolve.
All right, what do we got out of him here? Oh, okay.
Murder.
Murder. Murder, death, kill. Okay. So now we need to steal 10 damage with biomass mutation, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that becomes 6. This is a lot of damage. Alright. I'm going to take my knight out, because I'm going to need this creature to win this game. Like, there's no way I just, like, chump block and still end up winning in some fashion.
Mm.
Though I do go to 4. So I'm gonna need something, not that one.
Man, rough. How many? You drew 4 cards? Like, this entire game?
Yes, I kept, didn't I keep 3 of these? No, there was the adaptive snapshot, it's 5.
Oh, okay.
There's a, there was a hidden one here.
Hidden
Yeah,
card.
if I, oh, he's got the Boros charm.
Wah, wah.
Okay,
Yep. I knew it was good.
and that one's done. Well,
Wow.
what time is it? It's 9:30. I might just try another one.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Why not? I've got, let me, yeah, 3 packs, 4 tickets. We got this.
I think we can say that that was an aberration. Or rather, since you passed it was not an aberration.
It was not. All right. Well, all right. If there's a consuming aberration, I'll take it, and we'll go
No,
from
you don't. No, no, no.
no,
Just draft. Let's not.
no.
I never do as terribly as when I go into a draft thinking I'm gonna do something.
That's true. I've done that a couple times, and it never works. It's not a
I
real
did that
thing.
with my first Scars of Mirrodin draft. I ended up with a deck that had 4 Goblin Cavaliers in it.
Oh God.
It was beautiful.
Oh God.
The highest cost in my deck was 2.
That's the 1/1. I think he's trample.
Yeah, he's
Trample one
red,
one
1/1 trample, and he gets plus
plus
2/+0
2,
for each equipment attached to him.
and you hand him a couple Silvok life staffs, and he goes to
Which
town.
I did at 3 of the things. I told you this deck was beautiful.
Oh. the the last time I went into a draft with a plan and it worked was probably the last time it happened. I was drafting Gatecrash, and I decided I wanted to go monocolor. I just wanted to do it, and I ended up in mono red, and that actually worked. You
Oh
just
wow, hey.
This is a really good open here. Ogre Slumlord is solid, and maybe this time we'll get to cast him. Had him in a previous one from the.
No black on the wheel.
Nothing. Yeah, but there is a. I mean, on white we do have a couple reasonable choices: Assault Griffin and Smite. I don't. expect them to actually make it back.
This
around.
is also going to put like everyone to your left in Simic.
We've got Slaughterhorn, Shamble Shark, Metropolis Sprite. So yeah, I don't think the white cards are going to come back around because it's probably going to be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe like
What is that red card? I don't even recognize
Marked
it.
for Death. It is a sort of falter, sort of removal spell.
I think everyone's afraid to cast it because no one knows what it does.
I would agree with you 100%. Yeah. Okay, what in the world is this? My god damn, this is choices. Okay. So we
Okay.
have
Wow.
we have Killing Glare and Grizzly Spectacle, both of the powerful instantly removal options.
Reasonable and reasonable. Executioner Swing if you want worse removal.
Yeah.
Court Street Denizen is a reasonable guy. Vizcopa Guild Mage is an excellent guy.
Skyjack is a reasonable guy.
God, you can't go wrong here.
Yeah,
I could support any of those.
Right. I think the choice I want to stick with is just sticking with the more black removal and seeing where it leads. I don't know if I was going to pick a creature, I'd probably pick the Guild Mage, but even then it still comes down to the removal spells, and Grizzly Spectacle is the better of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
More expensive, more committed, unqualified, more or less. I mean, you can't kill robots.
You can't kill the two artifact creatures in this set. Yeah. Armored Transport gets you.
Oh man, and we can follow that up with Pit Fight and not actually be in a guild. Oh.
I also looked at that pack and saw Experiment 1 and thought that would be silly. But honestly, there's nothing else on a guild right now. We could go with one of the worst black cards and kind of stick in it and wait it out, but then we're passing stuff like Rubble Hulk.
Yeah, I don't think we're that committed to black. I hope we're not that committed.
If we pick up the Rubble Hulk, oh god, that's again neither guild. Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it and see maybe where this goes. Yeah, I mean, worst case, there is not a Rubble Hulk on the other side of the table now. Okay. Again, more options in, I guess, both of the side colors for black here.
Well, this pack has almost no creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, what? We have a 1/1, a tiger,
and a 2/2, and a corpse blockade.
Yeah, well, I mean, defender, that's barely a creature.
I mean, at this point, like, we've got, what, Psychic Strike? Or Angelic Edict? I'm still not certain which, like, side I want to go. I'm fairly certain I want to be in black.
Yeah, let's just pick Psychic Strike. What the hell?
See where that leads. Maybe we see something better with it.
Yeah, because with our Grizzly Salvage. Or Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Spectacle.
Yeah. This is a...
Why are there no creatures?
There's nothing here.
Oh no, I know what the pick is. It's the Prophetic Prism so that you can have pitch perfect mana all the time. That or Larry, the Dutiful Thrall.
I like Larry. I think I actually am better off with the Prism though.
You probably are. I don't blame you.
Larry's good.
I mean, I recognize that like Zertos Wine is a creature, but we can't take him.
Right. Okay, we're still on no real creatures.
God. It's okay. We'll pick up creatures later. Whatever.
Yeah. So at this point, At this point, we've got a Guildgate, a Key Rune on Orzhov, and a couple K blue cards.
So would you rather have the Key Rune or the Guild Gate? Or the Leyline Phantom?
I think I'd rather have... let's just go with Perfect Mana Forever. Key Rune. Actually, nah. Yeah. Key Rune. I was looking at the gate. I'm like, pick the gate. And we can get another one and another... Wow, these are just some really odd packs. I don't know exactly what
I
to
was going to
think.
say shallow myself, but...
Yeah, thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Empty.
Thin is a good...
Without
It's
substance.
a good descriptor. I think that's the second Foundry Street denizen we've seen.
There's the third.
Good lord.
There's a
Okay, now the blue guy is not awful.
I wonder if we just end up in 3 colors if we do play white on the key runes. Or I guess we could splash a lot easier if we see something worthwhile.
Yeah.
This is a creature and it can attack.
And hey, the key rune also helps you accelerate into your Ogre Slumlord.
Yeah.
He's like our mainline path to victory.
As expected, we have nothing of real...
Okay, packs 2 and 3, the creatures. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Also the curve. We need a... Whoa!
What is...
What?
Whoa! Why did Vizkopa Guildmage and Court Street Denizen come back?
Yeah!
The world is insane!
This is beautiful. Okay. Now we found a creature.
You got a good creature.
Well, they don't... Hey, and we have another creature.
Larry! Yes!
Okay.
Larry, you came back!
We can do it.
I believe it. I believe in Larry.
We might not even be in blue, who knows?
God, do we have any way to win the game?
No.
Yeah, Ogre Slumlord, creatures dying. We've just gotta hope.
We have 5 creatures, and I think that's a lie, because this Rebel Hulk is not real. I would feel really dirty playing, like, Rebel Hulk off of the Prophetic Prism.
And now, it's not like we passed up excellent creatures
for
the removal spells that we got. Alright, what do we got?
Okay. Okay. We got Simic Manipulator, which if we do find creatures is just good, but you know what?
I'm seeing Killing Glare
Killing
number
Glare
2.
looks better if we're going to move off to... Honestly, double blue's a little hard to commit to. Yeah, I think Killing Glare is probably the choice. Mostly because I really don't want to commit on the Manipulator. I'd really like to move over to Orzhov, to be honest. I don't feel like any of our blue is that good. Yeah, Killing Glare, do it.
Yeah, it's not like we really want to
run
Psychic Strike or anything. But
yeah, I mean, like, because Vizkopa Guildmage I can feel really solid playing.
Oh man, we could pick up an enchant creature for the 4 creatures in our deck. What do we actually want? Flying Extort Squire.
This guy's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But Gift of Orzhova, like, I feel so terrible passing this card. Like, I know we have no creatures, but we don't need more creatures.
It'll come back, whatever.
There's no way Gift
It's
of
not
Orzhova
like everyone else also got creatures and is looking for that. But it's way worse than the Flying Squire. Well, maybe not.
Like,
I just...
It's a Flying Squire.
I look at you with, like, no creatures, and I'm like, get one!
Look, we'll solve it. We'll do it. Look, here, we don't need creatures if we have Wrath of God, right?
And okay, now we're actually passing up creatures for our spells.
I know.
Well, considering we're not going to have any creatures, and May as well kill everyone else's.
Yeah, I mean, I do want Flying Squire, and like, but I don't like passing up a Wrath that we can actually cast, especially with how this deck looks like it's gonna turn out.
Wait, I've got it. We'll cast the Wrath and then beat them to death with our
With Orzhov
Orzhov key runes.
Okay. Go to town.
Yes.
Okay, how about we pick a real creature here?
I am in favor. I am a fan.
We can pick up the Aristocrat's a real creature. It is a 2/2. It has an ability.
Man, my favorite move with that guy was my opponent had a lifelink blocker creature that was pretty substantial in size.
Uh-huh.
I attacked with a creature that it couldn't block, that guy, and then a bunch of other guys to get battalion.
And then
I sacrificed them to make that guy also unblockable, and I won. It was so perfect the way it all happened. I'm like, oh, bam!
this card actually sees some play in Standard. There's a specific deck that plays it. It's a red, black, white aggressive deck that has a pretty low curve.
Huh.
It uses it to... It's called the Aristocrats because it plays that and another... yes. It plays that and another Aristocrat, Falconwrath Aristocrat.
Right.
Both of them allow you to just dodge a Boros Reckoner trigger.
Okay, how many white creatures do we have?
3.
So I'm rather fond
all.
of Court Street Denizen.
I think we picked the... Well, what are we going to block with? Our creatures?
Yeah, well, Larry.
Yeah, okay, Larry.
We have removal already, is my point.
I'm with you there. I mean, we could, if we pick the transport, we could put the gift on it, and then we have this.
You know what the Aristocrat is also useful for? There's a deck that uses that Orzhov spell that revives things at a mana cost. And what is with this pack?
I know. I like your mid-sentence reversal there.
Because I'm astounded that we have to face down Court Street Denizen and yet another removal spell. Be the Orzhov control deck that doesn't actually have any extort.
We're the odd Orzhov extort deck, in that we don't play extort cards. There's no
extort
racketeering.
Is for the weak.
Yeah, there's no racketeering going on here.
Irby's Protector is for the strong.
Hey, we've got 2 key runes to get up to it as well. Also, it's also much better than a tiger. It feels kind of
it's just
disappointing to ever have to play
it's
that.
better at the role that the tiger would fulfill anyway.
Yeah.
And we're not combat heavy enough to have the combat trick.
No.
What is Disciple of the Old Ways still doing here? That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah, like if you're in green, bear is a fine creature, even if you don't have the red.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think we don't have enough creatures to take advantage of Night Recovery. Or
well,
the reason we could play it.
Like expensive Mind Rot can still catch people off guard. Or a gate, I guess.
I don't feel bad about our mana with the Prism and 2 key runes. This is mostly... Wow, the Wasteland Viper coming around is a bit late.
And here I thought we would finally pick up a Mortis Strider in all seriousness. Then again, we're not really in blue, so that's fair.
I think the blue is fake, and this Gargoyle is a semi-real creature. And we can finally get some Extort going with more creatures, though. He isn't the best Extort creature by any means, but...
He could, in fact, be the worst.
Yeah.
Name a worse one, basically.
Yeah. The body on Confessor, but...
Oh, good point.
But
Confessor is in
Confessor's ability is pretty good.
Okay, we'll beat them to death with our 3/2s.
Yeah. Look, we're not going to pick up the Corpse Blockade.
This is so exciting. You know what I really want to pick up on the wheel or kind of late is the 2-mana rat.
Just get another rat going.
I mean, for real, he's a solid guy.
Okay, we do have a Mortis Strider.
Yes! Skeletons!
I love this dude. All right.
You just hid Larry.
I hid Larry. Oh god, I hid Larry and not the. All right, get back here. All right, I have to show all cards now and then hide the Skyblinder staff. Okay. Now I'm just hiding cards while a pack appears.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
nothing
you have
on color.
perhaps another gift. Smog Elemental if you wanted. Devour Flesh for real.
Yeah.
Then surprise things. Moving on red.
I think it's between the gift and the Devour Flesh. Okay.
You know, those 3/2s look a lot better with a gift.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I don't feel like removal is our weak point. Weak point with Grizzly Spectacle, Wrath of God proper. We'll find the creatures. Don't worry, they've got to be around, right?
We'll find the creatures. Oh, wow. That's depressing as a rare.
Yeah, I know. Especially because it's like it's not even. Like, I'm going to be honest, I would probably play Consuming Aberration in this one. I would...
Yeah, okay, so, real talk, do we hate a Drakewing Krasis? Or do we move in on the, such-and-such thug lord?
The ruffian?
Ruffian. He's a rogue, isn't he?
No, he's a human warrior.
He can't even block the
rogues. I thought for the longest time he was a rogue, and he's not.
Look at how roguish he looks.
Yeah, I don't.
Whatever. I am not going to fault you for making any pick out of this pack. I really am not.
Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and just remove a Drakewing Krasis from the equation. And oh my lord, why are they all in the same pack?
That is really terrible. 1,000 Lashes is great. Syndic of Tides is great. The Rat is fine. The Kingpin's Pet is probably your actual pick.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen an Alms Beast on either side of the table.
Oh, that's Alms Beast.
That's Alms Beast. That's the 6/6.
Right? Shit.
It's huge, and
it's less usable than Kingpin's Pet. How is our curve looking?
3 and 4 look like our heavy spots. Like I almost want to pick Syndic for
just for curve reasons.
Just for curve over the Kingpin's Pet, especially. Oh, yeah. This is gonna.
Okay, that's also fine.
Also, with 3 Orzhov cards remaining in that pack, there's a chance we might wheel one. If
I feel you. You know.
Yeah, and
kind of freak people out.
Like, hold on. Well,
oh man, Enforcer number 3. How could we lose? Then again, I don't see anything competing with it, really.
No. Also, looking in other colors, we have the Shanktail. The Experiment 1 is huge. Another Krasis. Yeah, I guess.
How many legit creatures do we have?
Legitimate? Let me hide the blue stuff. I think it's 11. Yeah, let's move in with a third Enforcer. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we have actual choices here. Skyjack is kind of the one that stands out, again, for curve reasons.
Yeah, no, I like the Skyjack more than anything else.
If we were better off on creatures, I'd feel fine taking the Guildgate, but that isn't our current situation. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a Millennial Gargoyle that's also probably not a real card.
Man, if only he could have been a Kingpin's pet.
Yeah. We have the extort wall. I'm really happy with the extort wall.
God, I want it to be the Knight of whatever.
Knight of I
The
forget his
Vigilance guy.
2/4.
Yeah. We're not picking Smite because we have great removal, and Smite is not great removal. It's
The
good.
real issue with Smite is that if the opponent has any sort of evasive creatures, our answer to that with Smite is do nothing.
Oh, and here's all the creatures. Okay, Larry gets a buddy.
Yeah. And this guy's I don't think I've ever used his second ability, but as far as a 1/1 extort guy goes, that I'm
Yeah.
completely
I mean,
fine.
I think what happened was, and I'm dead serious about this in terms of design and everything, they wanted to have a 1 mana, 1/1 extort thing. But they already had too much extort at common, and Syndic of Tithes was too important. So they gave him a bullshit extra ability just to make him uncommon,
Yeah.
and they gave him one that basically didn't make any sense
Well,
or like push him at all.
the thing that everyone kind of pokes on it is the non-land targeting clause on it, which
That is a late ass devouring flesh.
that's a tabled one. Yeah, I'm cool taking another piece of removal. That's never bad. I I
Yeah,
am impressed.
especially since with all of your other removal, you'll always get what you want with it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I like Smog Elemental. I don't feel like we need a higher end curve here. Um, I guess at this point we can take a Slate Street Ruffian,
Now is the time to take the Slate Street Ruffian.
and then let's see if the plan. That's a late Night Watch. Well, the thing with Dark Depths is that if you paid 2 life to remove 1 counter from Dark Depths, I feel like that's completely fair.
Wouldn't you eventually have to pay 20 life in
Yeah,
that
you'd have paid
case?
20 life to do it.
Across many turns.
They didn't want a hard counter to Vivid Lands? I don't know. What's that?
Vivid becomes like the reverse shock. Oh man. No, they can't have other people snapping your Tendo Ice Bridge before you're
Oh
ready.
no! What if you're maybe killing your gemstone mine or?
Oh, that man can destroy Gemstone Mine before you've gotten full value out of it.
Well, actually, well, you can. You could have him remove the final counter off gemstone mine, and it wouldn't die. It would just sit there uselessly.
Wait,
Because
is that tied to the ability?
that is tied to
It
the
check
ability. Yes.
it checks when you activate it. Oh man,
Yes, it checks on activation.
that's
So if you
astounding.
get it down to 0 counters, it can no longer tap for color because it doesn't have a
Right,
counter.
right. You cannot pay the
Oh
cost.
yeah, screw over Magosi. Haha.
Oh no, we can't
Skip
have
your
that.
turn to do nothing, which is what you were doing in the first place. But all right, so let's move in anything that looks reasonable.
I like this deck a lot more.
Yeah.
It can kill things and interact with the opponent.
All right. Also, we have legitimate choices to make on it. It wasn't just 23.
Wait, we have to make cuts?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because our last deck was like 21 cards, and we're like, oh shit, what can we include?
yeah. Like, I mean, I just went ahead and included anything that looked like there's the Slate Street Ruffian sitting here, but as far as that goes, like we finally do have enough like early creatures. We've got a number of 2 drops, all of which are actually solid,
Mm.
and some pretty good top end stuff. Ogre Slumlord. Ogre Slumlord's going to be nice if we have the Aristocrat around as well, because we can just turn on the rats if we need be. I feel like Slate Street Ruffian's a pretty easy move out, and probably one of these triple syndicate enforcers. But I don't want to cut any more creatures than that. Oh, We have a Purge the Profane as well. I'm not feeling a Mind Rot in this deck. What other... Prism?
Well, I really like the Prism, especially in an Extort deck.
With Extort, it's a lot better. Well,
it's kind of cramming an extra spell in there. It's really valuable.
We've also got finally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Extort creatures. Like,
somehow it happened. I'm more than a little surprised at how well the rest of the packs treated you with handing you creatures.
I'm gonna go ahead and move the cards slowly in the that I don't want to cut under any circumstances over to this pile over here. I think this looks...
I'm surprised and pleased that Larry made that pile.
I feel he's really important for the deck specifically, and he gives us a 1-drop and gives us a infinite blocker. He also always will extort if he comes out anytime past turn 1.
Yeah, no kidding.
Past this, honestly, it might be one of the key runes.
Okay, how many creatures does Court Street Denizen actually...
That's a good question as well. Let's go by color.
It looks like a reasonable number, actually, because we have Larry, Cynic of Tithes, Aristocrat...
All of these.
Skyjack, Irby's Protector gets 2. Oh, yeah, okay, totally.
Yeah, Irby's Protector gets 2, as does Nightwatch. Nightwatch gets a pair of it as well.
Oh, you got a Nightwatch in there?
That was very late in the pack on those last picks.
Wow.
In pack 3, I got about a 10th or 11th pick Nightwatch and a 13th or 12th Assault Griffin. Both of which I'm completely fine with in the deck.
Sadly, Gnome Bitten, as great as Larry is, he does not himself have Extort.
Oh, God. That would be absolutely
awesome.
Ridiculous if he did have Extort. I think one of the key runes is probably the out. Like, there's nothing else I feel comfortable cutting, and the key rune creature isn't huge.
Yeah, if it were basically any other key rune, that decision would be harder.
Right, but, I mean, it is a much more defensive one. Also, I don't want to cut more creatures. I really don't.
No, that's fair, especially with double gift.
Yeah. Which, okay, well, I guess then if I'm not planning on cutting any creatures, let's go by creature type and then scroll over to the right where it's cards that are not creatures. So we have Pile of Removal. This is pretty much it for non-creature spells.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Everything's quite solid there. Like, there are going to be times where Gift is going to be, maybe less than stellar. There are also going to be times where I play Gift of Orzo. Is it Gift? Yeah, Gift of Orzova, and just kind of watch as I gain back all of the life I'm taking from a Boros deck. I could just move one of those onto the side and then board it in a matchup where it's more relevant. Ugh.
Board it in when you realize your opponent has no removal.
Yeah. Honestly, pretty much if they're Boros, I'd be pretty much... If they're Boros or Gruul, I'd just slam it right back in the deck. Yeah, I think that might be it. Because honestly, it's either that or like Prophetic Prism, and I really do want to have a little more mana fixing going on in here. We have some double mana color requirements. We have some...
Yeah, and I don't want to happen.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't.
What happened before?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so let's go by color and see what actually is the winner on... Oh, no. Okay, we don't have a gate or anything like that, right? Oh, we have a Boros gate. That's not it.
You managed to pass up every opportunity at the Orzhov Guild gate? and it was perfectly reasonable to do so.
I think there was one where I think it was more of a coin toss, but pretty much. Also, I guess counting up colors, we're pretty much even. I guess I'd probably give black
Yeah, black is going
the
to be
go.
more important, if slightly, just for Grizzly spectacle.
Yeah, because like the double white on Irby's protector is almost like not a factor because at 6 if we don't control
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Okay, I guess
much
it's not.
softer.
After watching the 2 games we had with the other deck, it's not unreasonable to guess that might occur. But
That primordial. If it helps at all, the primordial would not have saved us, even if
yeah.
we had the forest. But
Oh, and their suggest button tells me to play 9 planes. I will ignore your advice there, Magic Online.
yeah,
Thank you. I wonder what that algorithm is. I do know it doesn't realize how hybrid mana works in a deck. Like it'll think of it as both colors at all
yeah.
times.
I'm pretty sure it's doing a literal count of mana symbols and weighting them that way.
Yeah.
Oh, and it also looks to other costs. So it'll do things like suggest you use a mountain if you have a flashback cost or something.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. Does it look at activated ability? Like if I had a disciple in here, would it tell me to play a single mountain?
I'm pretty sure it would.
Right. Anyway, this is a deck. This is solid. We also have a couple options for sideboard over here. We have not Slate Street Ruffian. That's not it. Purge the Profane against some decks actually can be useful.
Yeah. Amazingly, we have more creatures to board into.
Yeah.
We need those.
This is not exactly how I thought this was going to turn out, but that's almost every draft, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Which makes me really frustrated, I guess, anytime I watch a Magic the Gathering Online Academy, MTGO Academy draft.
Uh-huh.
And like everything goes perfectly, and they're like, "Well, I'm looking for this card in the next pack. There it is." I'm like, "Ah,
That's
you
not how it
guys,
goes.
stop it! You're not. That's the worst way to teach."
Ah.
Okay, upshot. Syndic of Tithes on time.
Also, black was our heavier choice.
Black is heavier. One swamp turns everything on.
Okay,
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go with it. Also, from when I looked at the piles, our white pile does have our lower.
Yeah, that's Larry. That's the Skyjack. This will be fine.
Yeah. So, no, we would not like to mulligan for. Oh. Good luck. I know there's a shortcut for that, but I never did figure it out because Magic Online shortcuts are obtuse and don't make any sense.
I'm pretty sure if you type GL space HF and hit enter, it'll say hello and good luck.
Okay. Alright, so he's going to have a quick start on us.
Arse. Ye oldie Cloudfin Raptor. That guy that I was so hard on, and yet it becomes such a problem. And us without a Kingpin's pet. Someone else is running around with a thousand.
Yeah, somebody's
lashes.
got the Kingpin's pet. So, he missed his 2-drop.
He missed his land drop.
His 2 land drop.
Man. Well, time to crush him to death. Let's go.
Alright. Crush him with moves. Oh, the other, as far as obtuse or unreasonable or unknowable shortcuts, like when I'm playing, I hit F6, which is the pass turn shortcut. And all the F keys have their own odd shortcuts. Well,
Oh no, look at his chat. I think he didn't realize that he missed his entire turn.
No. Okay,
well,
he wasn't off.
Oh man. Is that worse?
Yeah.
Because that means his. Like I was about to say, well, he has 7 spells in his hand, but
But
No,
now,
that's not correct.
right. Right now I would like. I mean, I don't even need to say it. Everyone knows what I want to draw here.
Yeah.
um,
Hey, one time.
Bam. Okay, I guess the question then becomes what I'd like to do. Because I could
Attack now and he won't block.
correct. Because I might have the good old black-white pump spell. Yeah, he won't block.
No, the daring leap or whatever it
Oh,
is.
daring leap, or I could have an executioner's swing.
Yeah. It's important to do that kind of attack really quickly though, because then your opponent usually. I mean, there's reasons to it, but now.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
crap.
afraid.
Now, if that guy, that the other kind of bizarre and perverse part about this decision-making process is that if that frilled Oculus were just a generic 1/3, he'd do it in a heartbeat. He'd block no matter what.
Yeah, because he
Since it
wouldn't.
has that extra value, you look at it as like, oh man, I'm going to lose my valuable guy.
Okay, I think I actually want to start getting a couple more extort creatures out here.
That sounds reasonable.
Like, because the killing glare, I'll be able to. If this starts getting unreasonable, I can get it on 3.
You still have some time
Yeah.
to manage the killing glare. So let's
This also gets us.
make him pay up.
Yeah. Gets us back on 20.
Your opponent gave you a time walk. I really want this game to go in our favor.
You know, I do like the basically a time walk thing. That was straight up a time walk.
That it was for free.
Yeah. There's no basically there. Okay, so he found a disciple, and he's going to, uh, just 2? Yeah, just 2. Absolutely beautiful.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Alright, at this point, I really don't want to commit the Night Watch. I'd like him to overcommit to this board, and then I can just Merciless Evict it.
I'd like to somehow be able to attack him.
I could just attack him with Syndic and see what occurs. Worst case, like, I'd trade Syndic for Disciple.
Yeah, but he's got to know that your guy is more valuable, right?
Right.
Can we just do nothing? Is that acceptable?
Well, if we do nothing... Yeah, okay. We also have... Yeah, that's fine. We have Extort, we have Life, and... Honestly, if I can get maybe another creature off him and then hold out and just Merciless Evict, like, for 4 of his creatures... Yeah, we just have the nuclear option.
Yeah, yeah.
We always have the nuclear option available to us.
Oh, please be a creature.
Elusive Krasis. Man, that's going to evolve that Cloudfin Raptor again.
If he has a big Cloudfin Raptor, he might not want to commit anything else. You still need a land. You could
Actually,
kill it now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I go ahead and Killing Glare it now, I can Extort twice, and then because he has this Elusive Krasis on 0, he'll want to overcommit to power it up.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we'll go ahead and do that. Pay X equals 2, because there's no blue 1-mana pump spell that could possibly pump its power in this format. I'm not going to get Distortion Striked or something.
Yeah, he could bioshift its counters to something else. He could kill it and turn it into a lizard.
3, yep.
Either of these are fine.
Yeah. I also, no matter what happens, I steal 2 life. Those Extort triggers just...
What a mechanic, man.
Right? You said you played in a 2-headed giant event at your release for this set.
Yes.
And Extort I guess you can't see it here, but if I kind of highlight over it, it does say each opponent. So
That's right. You basically had like one extort deck and one other deck,
yep.
no matter what you were doing, or else you just completely knuckled under to the people doing the extort. Because we also had ridiculously deep pools because they gave us all the guild packs.
Yeah, a normal two-headed giant sealed is, I believe, 8 packs. I think that sounds right. It's been a while since I've played two-headed giant sealed. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do nothing on this turn.
I approve. And he's probably going to crack in with the frilled Oculus. I think it might finally be time.
Hey, another color.
That's information.
That's not a guild.
What? Wow. Did he just really want Smite?
Maybe he's got an angelic edict he wants to just take out somebody with. Like, what is... This is a Nimbus Swimmer. Yep, hey.
Outstanding. And he didn't even attack with the frill.
Yeah, he didn't, Well, I'm guessing his idea there is he wants to preload the damage on Elusive Graces. Because that's a guaranteed one.
He just really wanted to get us that one.
But yeah, but he didn't even swing with it because he just is gonna hold back. I'm still thinking I'm completely fine with the do nothing plan for a little while, and just catching him with his pants down with Wrath of God, and then being able to come back with Night Watch and Guild Mage afterwards.
I don't know. I think we want to do that now because he might have the biomass mutation.
Ooh, there was one of those. Well,
there was. We passed it by.
I don't feel like that's a threat this turn. Because it'll be a very apparent swing if he has biomass mutation.
Thing is,
and we also
guy with counters, the guys with counters on him get to keep them, basically.
Yeah, but we do have Grizzly Spectacle to just take out the Nimbus Swimmer if he were to do that. And then at that point, we could go ahead and... Because that would be a very obvious swing. We could go ahead and block on... Get this game active thing out of the way anyway. We would be able to block with Syndicate... I don't know why that pops up.
Well, okay, fair enough. Because that's a spell and a double extort and value, so sure.
Yeah, like... Because also if he were to biomass mutation, we'd get like 6 or 7 cards off the Nimbus Swimmer. Off the top of his deck.
That is exciting.
Yeah. I think either way, I'm going to pull the trigger on Eviction next turn. Maybe get an Extort trigger off
This game has already been more reasonable than all of our other games.
Yep.
Oh, come on. You've got to attack with something. There we go.
There we go. Okay. So no blocks, and if you want to go for pumps, then we'll talk on Spectacle.
I'm once again surprised that he did not attack with the Frilled Oculus. Come on, show us something. Second main. Show us a reason that you did not attack with the Frilled Oculus.
Yeah. I think I know what the reason is. I'm going to try something here. This is going to be odd timing, but I think I know what his card in hand is. Ah, permanence gain hexproof. Okay. I'm cool with draining that and draining 2 life off him, and then that gets him off. I was actually thinking he might have that Mystic Genesis we saw going around.
Ooh, good point.
Because if he was just going to leave up 5 mana...
That would be pretty backbreaking.
That would just take the game straight from us.
Yeah.
However, if he had it there, he would have countered, made a 4/4, and then taken us down. Instead, I think, now that just burned a Simic Charm from his hand, I'm just going to go ahead and Evict.
Oh, wow. Evict and a little extort.
Yep. Exile all creatures. And then we have a Night's Watch and a Guild Mage to back this up afterwards. The swing doesn't do anything, and it won't let us extort if he makes the correct blocks. If he blocks with Thrill Parasite and
Yeah.
Oculus and
Yeah,
Syndicate.
having the one extra little extort.
Yep.
Also, we play right into his... I don't know.
Well, right now, it's weird because
Smite.
that puts us back on completely even footing.
Yeah.
Like, he's on
What?
2 cards and 6 mana, and we're on 2 cards 7, but the Guild Mage is, I think, the turning there. He's also on 10.
Yeah, we're way ahead in life.
What is the Plains? What is it there for?
He also wants to use Night Watch.
Oh, man. Leyline Phantom.
He saw Night Watch and he's like, that could double evolve my Cloudfin Raptor.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and slam down both our things here.
And what do we do about Leyline Phantom?
Take the hit. And if we don't take the hit, then we actually can start using the Guild Mage to drain life off him. Because it has the, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses that much life. And you can stack that trigger. You can, like, use it twice, use it 3 times in a turn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So if we draw a 9th land here, we'd be able to lifelink a knight and then drain him for 4 on any swing.
I like being able to use all of our mana for things.
Yeah.
Oh, do we finally get to see what the white is for?
I don't think so. This is going to be like a 2/4.
That's a colorless land.
He got me.
Oh, look at how gotten you are.
I've been gotten.
Now he needs to give his guy triple strike
that needs to hit
and additional power.
He does know that bounces if it hits me, right? No triple strike. That's good. Okay.
And now cannot cast. Well, you know, he's keeping it safe from your other mass removal spell. To crush this guy already. I can't even.
Okay.
Can we kill him right now, actually?
No, we're 1 land short.
Oh, man.
I can lifelink and then make him lose 2 on it, but I can't lifelink and make him lose 4 on it. You could, like, Shamble Shark to block something, and oh no, how tragic. Is that what he's gonna do? Oh no, Hydro Thunder!
That was about the last thing I expected to happen.
Yeah. He's gonna kill the Guild Mage off with that.
Mm.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make him lose 6 on this total. So he'll go to 4, and then we have an extort creature in our hand. Yeah, I did not expect a Hydro form as far as tricks go.
Well,
I can't...
He has the Leyline Phantom.
Okay,
Oh.
Gnome Bitten, I don't think it could have been Suggest. I honestly don't think there's a card in this set that is green, white, or white-blue. Like, there is... both of those guilds are not from this set.
No, there just isn't. He could have, like, a key rune that's also off-color.
What if... Does he just...
That really doesn't make sense either.
Some insane bomb I'm not aware of? Alright. At this point, he's going to be playing a defensive game.
And we basically want to draw any spell
I'm considering the merits of swinging here.
Force him to block with a Cloudfin Raptor?
Well, because the Leyline Phantom will bounce uh, if he does damage. And that would put him on 2. Yeah, sure. We're both empty-handed, and I'm on, like, spells win me this game, so might as well get him down to...
Yeah.
What if he's got an eviction? He's just waiting for his swamp. Okay, so that does take out the Cloudfin Raptor.
Wait, no, I know what he's got. Dude has Gideon.
No way.
He's waiting for the other planes, and he's going to slam down Gideon, Champion of Justice.
What the hell would be a mono white card he could have? I have no clue. Maybe we'll... I really want to get like a Grizzly Spectacle now and find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so... we do need to draw some sort of spell. Lest the Leyline Phantom take us out.
What a janky game.
Right? Ooh, I think we can find out now.
Oh man, no, the last card in his hand is that counter spell. You're pretty sure?
Oh man.
We get to extort him at least.
Okay. A Basilica Guard.
What?
We have found the white card. And it is a Basilica Guard.
Now I'm just more confused.
The bafflement never ends.
Somehow the more I learn, the less sense it makes.
Like there was a all right, let's end this one. We're moving on.
Any spell, hooray!
Hey, let's... Okay, cool. So as far as sideboard options go...
Oh, I failed to ask this, but what was his deck 60 cards?
I don't know. No, it was not. There was a moment when I looked at it to check the Grizzly Spectacle.
Okay.
And it
was an appropriate number of cards.
Yes.
Okay. Because I thought that might help explain things. If he had just included every card that he drafted and then hit suggest.
Well, that ends up being a lot more than that. With 3 packs, you have... Usually, if you just included every card in lands, it's like 75.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, closer to that, not exact.
All right.
Okay.
What do we do against this deck?
The plan. I think...
Did he have like anything that would suggest a direction for us, really?
If I had to guess the point of the Basilica Guards, it would be actually as an evolve trigger. And he was really hard up for playables. Again, this is like... here we go again. Let's do it.
Okay, well this time there's a crucial difference. One swamp does not buy us all the cards in our hand. It will take 2.
However, one swamp buys us some very good cards in our hand. And also we have the Syndic. Also, we are on the draw.
Okay.
Being on the draw is, I think, the biggest consideration.
Plains plus Syndic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a powerful start.
That is a fine start.
No, we don't want a mulligan. Let's see what he has mulligan to 6, and he's keeping on that. Okay, and we just
Ooh, and he's got pitch perfect mana, but so do we.
We have solved the equation right out the bat.
Beautimus.
So Syndic, and then we play Guildmage next turn, Extort, and then we get to like play a Gift next
Oh,
turn.
watch his Shamble Shark.
Okay, I gotta watch.
Oh, it. I was really feeling the Shamble Shark there. I wanted it.
It's gonna be the Krasis. Oh, he's got the Manipulator. Okay.
Wow, we can murder that for no mana.
Well, how much mana do we need to invest in killing that? None. Okay. I guess the real question is, is it kill it now, or
I don't think
I don't
so.
I think you can just play the Guildmage Extort and...
Because, like, how likely is he to really be able to double evolve it right away?
Especially since he missed his 2-drop? Well, I mean, the worst case, he gets 2 counters on it and takes, like, the Guildmage away from us.
Yeah.
But the Guildmage to him is just a 2/2.
But he could use the Syndic!
Oh!
He has a Plains!
Maybe that was the point of the Plains the entire time.
Just in case I steal something, I'll be able to use the Extort.
Okay, Crocodile.
I'm being too hard on this guy.
No. It's the way it goes. You just...
Yeah. And then, hey, Croconura, this is totally reasonable looking now.
Yeah. I am going to just immediately go ahead and take out the Simic man.
I think he's dangerous enough at this point.
And then I get to swing in and get in an attack. Because, yeah, this, like, any creature out of his hand becomes a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, if we let him untap and then he, like, Simic Charms to counter.
Oh, I was thinking of Mizium Skin. That doesn't...
That is luckily not in the format.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, right, because Dragon's Gate, or Dragon's Maze is going to...
Dragon's Maze.
It was Niv Mizzet the whole time! Scooby-Doo plots.
Look.
Is this Adaptive Snapjaw? Oh, no!
It's the Nimbus Swimmer again.
He's reasonable.
Also, the Croconura now can block either of our creatures. I feel the next play is just Syndicate Enforcer and start running an Extort train. Unless I draw a second Black Source.
Oh, ha! Here I thought you could just salvage something.
Nope, that's
Why
off.
do I keep... I love Grizzly
Because
Salvage.
you love Grizzly
too much.
Salvage. That's why.
I like that card too much. That's why I keep saying it instead of Grizzly Spectacle.
I am happy with that choice. I guess the bad mythics versus bad rares. Like in the sense that I guess it really doesn't matter if they're both not like they're clearly not going to continue doing what they used to, where the pre-release printed cards ended up being things like Ajani, Vengeant, or Figure of Destiny. It's been a long time since those sorts of guys.
Wow, I really want to kill that creature.
I know,
That's
okay.
impressive.
Okay, yeah, okay. When they did Mythics, they were very good Mythics. What the heck was Phyrexian Metamorph was even a good rare as far as New Phyrexia goes.
Oh, Phyrexian Metamorph's awesome. I love that card.
That's sweet. Okay,
Are we getting beaten to death?
Yeah. No, it's not gonna last. We're just gonna go.
Okay. Oh, hey, it's Swamp.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out before he can untap his green sources. Yeah, I'm being unnecessarily hard on wizards.
I'm being necessarily hard on them. I'm super hard on them all the time.
I'm absolutely in this instance. Like when I'm just like, yeah, the promos. Though, I guess a thawing glacier is a odd sort of promo for an event.
That would have been a great
I wish it
promo
was
in
just thawing glaciers, honestly.
1998. That would have been so awesome. Oh, where's your mountain, buddy?
If only that plains. Ah, such a fool.
I guess he doesn't want us to double block his Crocodile.
Yeah, I've got a plan this turn. It involves casting Gift of Orzhova on the Enforcer.
I approve of this plan.
Ooh, what has he got for me? He has something for me. Oh, okay. Tapping all of my creatures.
He totally put soap in your coffee again.
Okay. It wasn't figuring out the black or white mana there.
Well, it saw that you had both a
both
black
it.
and a white, and it couldn't decide.
Choose. Okay, looking back at Innistrad block, you have Mayor of Averbrook and what the heck was the release foil from? It was another
What,
werewolf.
Demon of Flipping? Oh, that's Dark Ascension.
Dark Ascension was the spell shock werewolf that, like, whenever a player casts a spell and it's flipped to its 5/5 side, they get shocked.
Oh, the Mondronin Shaman.
Yeah, that's the one. And
I
then
thought
it
that
was
an uncommon.
that was a rare.
Huh.
Yep, it was a pre-release card or
Okay.
release card. Ravenous Demon was the other one. Oh God, Ludwig's test subject.
Yes, I have one of those. I think. No, I must have traded that off.
That was the, and then Avacyn. Avacyn had Restoration Angel. Talk about rares that are worth money in current standard.
Oh man, opponent buddy is bouncing back.
He's just dead this turn. With the power of the Guild Mage.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah. Good call.
Yeah, and Moon the Moon Silver Spear on the opposite end of that one in Avacyn Restored.
Logical to you asks, I think me, how goes deck mailing? Well, I got everything mailed except the one person who lives in Canada. I haven't mailed that yet.
International.
Yeah, I have other international things to ship, and I was going to do that all on the same day. Let me check that.
Okay, and now we get to do the best part of drafting on here, the sitting around and being in between rounds.
Oh, that's actually you, Logical. Okay. I'm sorry. You're the one person to whom I have mailed nothing just yet.
Okay.
Every other person on Earth mailed him something.
All people will be receiving one magic card.
It's all good. I have to itemize it. So on the customs form, I have to tell them every single card and how much it weighs and how much it is worth. And it's a task.
I'm sorry,
frankly.
that's actually required. I guess so if you're for custom stuff.
Yeah, so I'm making a list.
Basic plans. 1 cent. Basic
Let
plans.
me tell you, after 9/11, they ratcheted right down on. I'm being a little facetious. I do feel, I do feel a little probed, I guess. Anytime I'm filling out a customs form, and I just want to say, okay,
Stuff.
magic cards, value $10, weight 3 pounds, that kind of thing. And that's what it's going to end up being. It will say like magic cards 700 count. The other kind of weird thing, logical, is that you're not gonna get any black cards because I was out of them, and you get a double helping of blue instead. Which is like black because blue gets to do everything that black gets to do anyway. So really,
Never gonna know when that devour flesh is used in a terrorist attack.